Hello everybody, Auvbri here. Welcome back to another speed build here in The Sims 4. Today I am yet again challenging myself to go outside of my comfort zone. So, you guys know I love to build the modern builds. I love to build houses for single Sims. But I thought, what if we did a family style house? And then I was like, you know what? I just did that. I literally just did that. I built a huge house for 6-7 Sim family, and that was great. It was a really good house. So I thought, how can I challenge myself even further? How about we build a family of 4 Sim in a tiny container house? I think that's a challenge that I want to take. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build a 4 Sim family container tiny house. That's a long name for this build, but I did it. So we're gonna watch it out throughout this video, see how it turned out. So I knew I wanted it to have 2 levels. So I wanted to have an upper level and a downstairs. I also wanted it to be a fully functional. So we needed to have a kitchen, a fully functional bathroom, a dining room, a living room, and of course the bedrooms. So a bedroom for the parents and 2 bedrooms for the kids. That's what I needed to cram into this, and I actually had 1 tile left. I just didn't know where to place it, so we're 1 tile under tiny house, which you can see on the notification, kind of like the little bar up in the left corner, that it just ticked off tiny, just at 63 tiles. So that was super cool. When I went into the build here, after a little struggle of actually trying to figure out how should I place this ladder, because the ladder was essential to this build. We put a staircase outside, but there's no actual way to get into the upstairs without actually going into the main house here. That choice is purely based on the fact that I needed to put in a ladder, and I needed the 2 rooms to be upstairs as well, which if we didn't do it this way, they just weren't able to be like I wanted it to be. So working on the kitchen here, from the last build, I still wanted to use funky colors. So I did the painter's apartment. That was a huge success. You people loved it. You people were very excited about the color schemes as well. So I thought, how about we continue that trend? Like just punch in stuff and colors in here and really just slam it in people's face, and I love the way that this turned out. So we're working with the orange from the outside, this kind of container, what is it called? Container, I'm totally losing the words. English is not my first language, I will say that in my defense. So I'm just gonna try and wing it. We still have the container from the outside present in the interior here, but we also like spruced it up with some more colors on the walls. So we have this blue, and I have lots of colors on the walls. We have color in the furniture as well, so we're working with some yellows and some blues inside as well, and I think it just turned out super nice. And of course lots of plants. I really tried to cram everything in here but still make it feel spacious, and that was actually quite a challenge, especially for me, because you guys know that I love to just chuck stuff in there. Like, I love it. I think it always turns out super good. And then I was actually, so this is made over 2 clips that I had to put together. So I actually went outside for a bit, and this is when I came back to it with the bathroom. So I paused the recording, just let it stand there for like a couple of hours, and then I returned to it. The reason for that is I was having kind of a blockage of what I was gonna do with the whole build. Building tiny is actually very difficult. You have to have every single item present in the build, but you still have to make it functional. And I knew making a tiny house for a 4-sim family was a challenge in itself. So I needed to have a fully functional kitchen and a fully functional bathroom. No things with the whole like sex bush that they can pee in and all that stuff. No, I needed everything to be fully functional. And also going in here, you might think, so this double bed is just crammed into the corner. Your sim can still use it. So if 2 sims sleep in the bed, one of them sleeps and can't reach the inner sleeping area, they will just scooch over. And I've tested this. It should work. If it doesn't work, well, put in a bunk bed. I mean, there's really nothing else to do, but it really should work. So it's been a feature in Sims 4 for a while. Going into the different rooms here, I'm still like just putting stuff in here, trying to make everything fully functional. So this area up here as well, it should be workable, but again, I can only test so much. It worked when I put it in, but it's kind of like the thing with also when you put gallery paintings into your game. They are technically base game, but sometimes the gallery just decides that these are in fact content, like CC, so which is not the case. But I mean, everything worked when I tested it out here. I wanted to have 2 very neutral looking rooms, so you could kind of put your own spin on it. I went with like a toddler, smaller child room here, and then a kind of teenage thing going on. And there wasn't a lot of space up here either because of the very narrow hallway. And then we had all of this space upstairs here. So the thing is, with these tiny houses, I couldn't actually go in and put in more platforms because that would act towards the tile count. And that would make it not a tiny house. So I decided to utilize the space on top of the containers here and really try to get most out of it. So I just made like a little nice deck on top, and then of course I had to put in a little drive-through. I wasn't happy with the whole tiling situation I had going on there, so I actually went for terrain paint, which is very unusual of me. That almost never happens. I don't know why. Terrain paint just it's not my thing most of the time, but here it totally worked. Again, with the floating plants, I don't know what it is with the terrain in this game, but the plants are just floating. If it's not straight or flat, it's floating. So I try to fix that as well and really cram stuff in there, also just to make it beautiful. And then in the back, I actually decided to put in some play area things for the children, and that's kind of it. I think we're ready to jump into the screenshots here in just a little bit. But if you want to get this build, it is on the gallery right now. You just have to search my origin ID, which is Auvbri, and you should be able to find every single thing that I have done. You might have noticed that I'm doing a lot more builds lately, and they're kind of smaller builds but with more detailing in them. And that is because I'm trying this new thing where I'm just trying to get back to the old days where there was not so much production in it, but it was more just about the build itself. So that's what we're trying to do here, and hopefully it's working out for me and you guys love it. You guys seem to love the painter's apartment. I hope this one is just as good and you guys like it. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else for me to say other than I'm just trying something new here. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below if it's working out for me or not. How do you like the last 2 builds that I've done? If you haven't seen the painter's apartment, wait till the end of the video here and it's gonna come up in one of the cards and you can go watch it there. Also, I'm working on more of the Holly Let's Play series, so that's coming as well. Tons of new stuff coming. Just lots of work. It's just a matter of me actually having the time to record voiceover. But when you're down there in the comment section, why not leave the video a like and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to get updated every single time I upload it or go live. And I think that's it for me. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a fantastic day.